So, welcome back to Bulgarian organic smallholding. I remember what the channel's called. What day is it? It's Wednesday, and I guess it must be about 20th, 19th, I don't really remember. It's now, I don't know, somewhere around 1500 hours. This is going to be a walk and talk video if my hand starts to go numb because I don't have the glove on that hand. I'll give you an update because it's been crazy. Notice my nice scab on my face. This was gained in action, catching a sheep and doing a rugby tackle and catching my face on that there tractor over there. That's the life. So as you can see, we got snow again. It's been flurrying all day. Started sometime. Sanya, come on, leave the sheep alone. So where do we start? We had a lot of things with the sheep in the last few weeks. Sanya, what are you eating? Stop eating sheep poo. Sanya! That's Freezer. And this is his mother. Yes. I haven't got any food for you. I haven't got any food for you. I'm trying to remember what your number is. You're 39. Yes, you're 39. You're the mother of Freezer. I'm going to talk quite close to the back of the camera. There's not a lot of wind at the moment, but I don't want to for you to be able to hear the audio crisply. So, what can I say? Where should I start? Sheep. Well, 39 over there gave birth to her lamb in the summertime, which is now, we call him Freezer, because that's probably where he'll end up, because he's a male. He's a sweet little thing, and he's no trouble. Somewhere, Evie will editing Churchill's last film, because Churchill is now in the freezer. He was just too aggressive. Nobody could work with him. You couldn't go out there to do anything without him, you know, the risk of him ramming you. And he can cause a lot of damage, you know, 100 kilos of bone on his forehead. Anyway, he's gone. So, this is our Churchill. And unfortunately, it's his last day. Because he's done his job. And he is really aggressive. He's dangerous. You can't turn your back on him. You always have to carry a stick. And so we thank you for siring 5 of our lambs. And whatever, but I'm sorry. You're just too aggressive, too dangerous. I can't swap you. I can't sell you because nobody wants an aggressive ram. And it's only in the next village this year a woman was killed, actually killed by a ram. And you know, he's 100 kilos of bone and muscle and meat. And when he charges at you with his head down, if he catches you unawares, you will go down. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any horns to finish you off, but he's a serious guy. And my neighbour will come tomorrow. He's a professional shepherd, for want of a better word. He's been shepherding for as long as I could, well, longer than I've been here, probably 20, 30 years. So it'll be quick, it'll be painless. I'm not looking forward to it. It's the first of my animal stock that will be slaughtered, but it has to be done, and this is the way life is. If you want to live on a small holding, a homestead or a farm, that what is the point in keeping animals otherwise? As I say, if he wasn't aggressive, but then he can't mate with his own offspring, really weakens the bloodline. So that's it. Poor Churchill. As I say, over and out. I salute you. Anyway, he's gone. And then a lamb was born, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks back, I can't remember. We uploaded, Sasha made a film on a mobile and we uploaded to Facebook. And that was all going well. And then Lucy, which I'll show you them later. I mean, I'll go in the barn maybe tomorrow and film a little bit in the daylight if we get some decent daylight. She gave birth to twins. I had a volunteer here at the time, Benjamin from France, who gave me a heads up like 7 o'clock in the morning, bah, bah, bah. And because she had twins, she rejected the first lamb and adopted the second one. So we had problems with her and getting her to accept that lamb. So we had to tie her up. But unfortunately, when she was released, I don't know, she either bashed that lamb or slept on it, but it died. So she still has one sweet little lamb. And then later that same morning, when I was away up at the neighbour's house, neighbour in that direction, who'd had a door kicked in, although somebody had broken in the house but hadn't taken it, and they'd just eaten a bit of food and slept there. Stanley, shut up, come on. And again, Evie will edit in a clip here because the Frenchman took a film on his mobile of a breech birth where Sasha had to pull the lamb out.
And that's your baby. Come on, come on, come on, come on, breathe, 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 breathe. 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 Come on.
Wow.
Oh, come on. Come on. Yes, yes, that's your mommy. Come on. Oh, yes, 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 you're alive. You're alive. There's your baby. There's your baby. Is it the only one? Let's have a look. I'm sorry, mate. Yeah, it's the only one. I'll just check once again, but she looks... Is it, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, breathe. There's your baby. Right. Come on, come on. There's your teeth. Yes, 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 I know. I don't have any tissues. Do I? Okay, I have a hat. I have a hat. I'll wash it later. Well, she seems to have accepted it.
Yeah.
It's breathing. Come on. Yes, clean it up. Yeah, she accepted the baby. Good. Well done.
Well done. Good
Thank
job,
you.
huh?
Yeah. Well done. Come on, clean your baby.
And I don't know, somebody, I'm not saying who, but it wasn't me and it wasn't Sasha, left the wheat grain open and the sheep got into it, and they ate too much of it and they gave themselves bad diarrhea. So she didn't want to give milk, so we had to tie her up and keep putting her lamb on to the nipples. So that was that. And then unfortunately, when Churchill was on his last few days, he led the sheep up these ties where we're going over there and down where I take the dogs for a walk, led the whole bloody flock. And on the way back, unbeknown to me, I mean, I saw it too late, the dogs spotted them, and of course they ran, and the flock flew in terror, panicked, and of course it's prey when they run. And unfortunately the dogs took down the lamb of 4-0. I gained 4 lambs and I lost 2, one by stupidness by the dogs killing it, which I was not happy about, and they did get punished. Another one that we think that the mother probably slept on or knocked into the side of the barn. We don't know. Anyway, we lost 2, we gained 2. So yeah, and now because 4-0 lost her lamb, we couldn't catch her, and my neighbour and my shepherd over there, Minko, he has been really a godsend because he's a professional shepherd. I learned so much in the last 2 weeks about sheep that I never knew, because you know I started all this late in life, and you just don't pick these things up at my age. You know, you have to you live and you learn, as they say. So she has to be milked twice a day, and she doesn't like it. She fights and resists. So she's kind of partially tied up, and we have to go. So we have 3 sheep and 2 lambs in the barn. I mean, it's warm and everything. I have to take them water, and I have to take them food, and we have to go and milk them twice a day. So I didn't take down yet the tents from summer. The tarp is still up, and the hammock is still up. And this is a new tent that I bought a couple of months back, and it's been out here. I'm just testing it to see what the waterproofness of it is like. But I will take them down shortly. So, come on guys. Oh, here we go. They go, stand there, now full speed. Dipad, stand Joe, dipad. Dobre. So I want to be on Facebook, I does. I wants to be a star on Facebook. Yes, I does, dipad. Yes. So up the rubber tyres. And, well, what can I say? Because I don't want to make this too long, although Edie. What's wrong with my mouth today? I think it's the cold. Evie is super editor, so she can cut and chop and hack and whatever's required, but you need content. And what can I say? This will be the first upload and probably the last one before Christmas, although I have something else that I want to do. I started to do it, but I didn't like when I uploaded, so I jettisoned it. And I'm charging off across the field in the snow, enjoying themselves. Well, since the Show Us Your Steak challenge was an amazing reaction to it. Over 1,500 views, lots of comments, only 1 thumbs down. Can't please all the people all the time. And I gained a lot of subscribers, and then in one day I lost about 20. Maybe I wrote something on made a comment on somebody else's channel, I don't know, but that's the way I am. I can't stand bullshit, and I just but I don't remember doing it anyway. But anyway, the point is that I hope that I'm not conning you guys, because there's nothing more I would be like to do now is to go down there, set up a camp and get a fire going and cook some bacon. It's just not me. I don't have the time. I am raising the bacon. You saw it down there. I'm raising the lamb. I'm trying to get a strong small flock. I don't want too many sheep, and I don't want too many pigs. The idea is to breed pigs and to sell off the porkers. But unfortunately, because I don't have a boar and I don't want a boar, there is a disease, a pig disease going around Bulgaria, and they won't release the sperm, so I can't even do the artificial insemination, which will make me too late for the piglet buying season next spring. So I'm pretty, yeah, Vaseline time. Up the creek without a paddle, so to speak. Anyway, enough moaning. That's Show Us Your Steak challenge. Yeah, I mean, I've really had to dig deep this last month. I should mention that Timo is no longer a part of the Smallholding. We're still friends, we still speak, but he's moved away. He's gone to Burgas and he's doing his own thing, and I respect that, and I thank him for everything he did whilst he was here. But of course I have to step up, and it's mainly myself, Sasha in between teaching in Burgas, Okay, she's off now probably until the 7th of January, and she's also a great help, especially with milking the sheep. But you know, it's a lot to do. It's a lot of property, a lot of things. I haven't fully winterized everything. Things still need antifreeze. There are things I still need to find out on the internet where to release. Open this, open that, do the other. But I'm managing. I got enough food for the animals this year, so I'm not as bad off as I was last year. Yeah, I got to fix this electric fence. The overhead part, I think the wind and the snow brought it down during the night. The alarm was going off, and I got to run it across the ground through a pipe to isolate it, from grounding out. But there you have it. So yeah, and I might even get a chance to have a shave at some stage when I find the time. I just eat by about 7 o'clock in the evening, and I sit down, I watch something, YouTube or something on HBO, and I'm out. That's it. I just don't want to do anything. Fire's going in the house, plenty of wood. So that's it. Again, thanks to all the new subscribers. I'll mix it a bit. The next thing I want to do is prepping your car for winter. As I say, winter is already here, but I have a lot of things to do. It's just sometimes if I try to film today with the jobs that I've done, and I've been outside nearly all day today, only just going in to warm the toes and the fingertips, I'd never get anything done. So that's why I say I just wanted to do a walk and talk. Look at the way the snow drifts here. Look at this. Sounds like some of my dogs have gone over to the neighbours, having a bit of a set to. Yes. And to finish off the day, what a fantastic sunset going down in the west on top of the trees. It's not so cold. It's always the wind chill factor that gets you here. We're exposed because there's no tree line, no hedges, and it comes from that direction, the northeast, all the way from Russia, Siberia. Thank you, Mr. Putin. But anyway, let's just have a few seconds and enjoy the sunset without me wobbling on, blah blah blah. Okay guys, thanks for watching. It's 14 minutes and 24 seconds, and there's a lot of clips to add in for Evie to editing, and this is a bit wobbly, this particular stand I'm using on the GoPro. So over and out for now. Thanks for watching. So I just wanted to finish off the sheep. There's Lucy. Oh, Lucy. And this is 3/8 that you saw earlier, where Sasha was assisting her with her birth, but she lost her lamb. She rejected it, and it didn't survive. Lucy had twins. The lamb is over there. She rejected her lamb. We tried, but that also died. And poor 40 over there is a very, very nervous sheep. Her lamb was killed by the dogs, unfortunately. So I only have one lamb from Churchill, and I have this guy here. He's called Freezer because that's probably where he's destined. But we might be able to sell him or swap him or do something with him. We don't know yet. He's such a sweet guy, and he's not aggressive, not like Churchill. And this is his mother. This is 3/9, I think. Yes, 3/9. Yes, I know them by the numbers. And you see, as soon as you touch him, he's going to. That's why you shouldn't. So I've learned you shouldn't become friendly with the ram, because then you're going to get botted, mate. There's beautiful horns. I can see them being handles on a walking stick. But anyway, I'll probably get slagged off for that, but okay. So, as long as he keeps his distance and he doesn't try ramming me. What you want? You want to be on YouTube? There's nothing in my pocket for you to eat, and you can't eat the camera. Yes, so I'm not so nervous now. I used to be very nervous, but I'm not so nervous now. And I like to be with my son. We put her, actually she demanded to go into the barn, and we didn't want him in there because of the lamb. And he just pined away. He just slept here in front for 2 or 3 days. He didn't eat any food. So we had to hoy her back out onto the street, and then they're as happy as Larry again, so to speak. But because they get supplementary food, because Sasha is still milking them. Well, milking the two that don't have lambs. Of course, they have to milk Lucy. Her lamb does the business. And it's a bit of a struggle with 4-0 because she's very resistant. She charges about like a nutter. So I open this door when there's some sunlight, so they get some fresh air, and because it starts to get a bit toxic in there from all the urine and the poo. And at night time we'll take this grill away and close the door up. So there you have it. So that wraps up the sheep for 2018 coming into 2019. What you got to say about it, Freezer? So I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of you, really. But I understood what happened to Churchill, so I'm keeping my distance. Oi! Stop biting my pocket. Okay, guys. Thank you for watching. That concludes it. Sheep update, pig update, pig trough, all will blend in somewhere when Evie gets to edit it. I'm sure she'll be overwhelmed with it, trying to work out what the hell's he talking about and when and which part goes in front of what or behind what. So you have it. Beautiful day. Beautiful first day of the year. But Thursday it's supposed to turn nasty and maybe rain, maybe snow. It's got to come. And I am, and I'm not overly looking forward to it. It depends if I'm prepared or not. Go away. Stop trying to sniff my bits. It's not yours. Okay, over and out for now.